Hello everyone, DylanH9393 here. It's November 9th, 2009, and I'm sorry I did not make a vlog this past Saturday. I plan on making them every Saturday at least, and if that doesn't work out, then I'll do it some other time in the week, or I may just miss the vlog that week and I'll just do it next week. But I'm really sorry for that. I'm going to try to vlog every week, at least Saturday. And if it's Saturday, you're going to see a different background. It's going to be, because I'm going to be using my iMac because it's a cooler room. But the reason why I'm not doing it now is because my mother is downstairs and she'll interrupt me. I'm pretty sure she will. She'll be like, good night, so, it's, so I'm just going to do it in my room. It's more privacy. I have a recording sign, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting, and I'm going to plan on doing these every week, obviously. If you like what you hear, just leave a comment, rate me, subscribe to me, but right now, I'm going to get into the topic. This is what I wanted to talk about, but when I was trying to make it, I just could not do the 10-minute limit, you know what I mean? And 10 minutes, I don't want to cut it down, because then I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to miss a lot of stuff, and then lose, and basically, I want everything that I say in the video. So, let's get right to it. And so, something that really was bothering me this week, and it caused a major problem, which I'm going to get into in 1 second, as soon as I pull up the page. I'm going to tell you right now, it's about groups on Facebook. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Facebook. Facebook is amazing. And they have games on it, they have applications that are fun, like Farmville. The game I like is Bejeweled Blitz. And it's a great way of keeping in touch with friends that you may not normally talk to. You may want to bond with them more. I get to know people better on Facebook, and then I talk to them in person, and it's great. And, if you're an adult and you never had Facebook, you could be because you used to have to know somebody's phone number, or they completely wiped off your life. They're just gone from your life. But now Facebook, if you know their first and last name, you're like, oh, I remember that person. You can reconnect, you can message them, and it's really, really cool. I really enjoy Facebook a lot. And also Twitter. I'm going to put the links to my Twitter and any other site that I deem necessary right now of putting in. There's a lot of sites that I deem private right now that I do not want people to get light on yet. I may open up my Facebook in the future, or whatever, you know what I mean? I will put up my Twitter. I will, if I start blogging, type blogging, I'll put up my WordPress. I use WordPress. I have a blog there, but I haven't touched it in a couple weeks. And there's also a site called Daily Booth that does that. But anyway, I got on a huge rant on my websites. But Facebook, I love the groups on Facebook, more or less. And I like the invites, more or less. There's groups like, I flip my pillow to the other side to get to the cold side, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's that. There's one for organizations. But there's I flip my pillow to the cold side. I petition to end homework, your school. One of them that's really funny is when I was your age, we solved Blue's Clues with Steven, not Joe. Blue's Clues is really funny. I use my phone to see in the dark. But anyway, this week, and also the invites for different things like Neighbor on Farmville, whatever, invites to these cool groups. Some of them, sometimes I enjoy the phone groups where it's I lost your phone number and I want it back. But, I really don't see a point a lot. But there's two group things that I get all the time, and one of them more recently, but I'm going to tell you the first one that I always get. It's the Facebook group, 10 million people, and we'll make a record on Facebook. Dude, you're not going to get a record on Facebook, I mean, if it was only one group, I would kind of understand that, but it's split up through all these groups. And a good example of that is the 1900 election, when they did the first third party. Third parties are supposed to spread out the votes between Republican and Democrat. And if Roosevelt had not run as a third party, Taft would have won. But then Woodrow Wilson won because the Republican Party split right down to two. And if that had been together, then Taft would have won again. And if you do not know what I'm talking about, I suggest you look it up because it's kind of interesting. Pretty interesting. But anyway, you're not going to get your record. I get so annoyed with those groups. Oh, 10 million and we'll get a record and we'll be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Guinness is not going to look for Facebook groups, you know what I mean? And then another thing that was very recent that caused a virus in my computer, Facebook dislike button. I got, install a dislike button in Facebook. We finally installed one. First, I'm going to tell you why I think dislike button is useless. And going to cause a lot of controversy and why Facebook probably hasn't added it itself. Say I'm Jack, and I'm not very liked. I'm like a nerd or something. Or I'm weird. Some people like me, some people don't. And there's that one group that hates me, despises me. He can get a bunch of people, he can bribe a bunch of people or just spread it and be like, hey, dislike this kid's photo and I'll love you forever or whatever. He'll do something like that. There's going to be a bunch of dislikes on his photo. And the kid's going to be like, why did he do that to me? And he may be like really mad. I mean, some people will be like, oh, whatever. But others will be really sad and really mad. And it's just like, that's why it's going to have such controversy. If you really dislike something, either don't say anything or say dislike you like you usually do. But, you know, some people are like, oh, that's too much work. Then just don't, like, post. You know what I mean? So that's my thoughts on the dislike button. But what happened was I installed the Firefox add-on, which had no problems with me. The only problem is you can, the only people that have the add-on, and the reason why it looks like I'm like blanked is because I'm looking at the computer, not the camera, which is up here. Hello. Yeah, so I'm trying to make myself not look like a, you know what I mean? Like a dork. Yeah, shut up. But there was one on Facebook that's like, oh, Facebook finally added a dislike button. Just add this and you're good. I added it and it emailed all my friends a spam thing, a virus. Good thing my computer doesn't have the virus, but it emailed all my friends and I was like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? It's useless. They're all scams or viruses. What I mean by scam is that it's like, oh, invite all your friends to join. It's not going to help. You have to technically invite them to get the thing to work. But it's really not going to, like, do anything. So I think it's really, really, really dumb to do. It's like all these spam things that I'm just like, get over yourself, you know what I mean? But yeah, I know this vlog may have been, like, not too... By the way, I'm done with the whole Facebook thing, but I mean, like, I know it may not have been too, like, interesting, but there's other things I have thoughts on, but I mean, like, this is my main thought of the week, and if you have any thoughts, leave it in the comments, leave me a message on what you may want me to talk about. I have a lot of opinions, and if you want to hear me more, then leave a thought in the comments, and I will talk about it. And I will also try to make my own little intro, so it's not like, hey, I'm right into the video, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to also edit stuff together. I'm going to cut out the ums if I can, you know what I mean? So expect a lot from this channel in the near future. And if you really like what I'm talking about, please rate me, comment me, subscribe to me. Rate me like 5 stars if you like me, 4 stars, whatever. I prefer 5, as you probably know. Comment me. Like, give me feedback on what you think of how I talk. I know I'm a little stuttering in the beginning, but you know what I mean? And subscribe to me. Subscribe to me and you'll see more good videos. I'll try to do more videos a week, but still. And also, follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you in the next video.